just tell us what's that moment like when you and your teammates find out that very abruptly this is the end of the road.
Um, it's kind of strange. We have a team group chat, I'm sure as everybody else does, and instantly when we all like were up and people were in classes and some of us were home, and we found out the news, it kind of our group message blew up. Like, is this real? Does this affect us? Because at that point it was like it said Pac-12, and
Sure.
for us we're MPSF, so I think we were a little confused. Like, hey, does this include us? Does this include water polo? Since we're kind of a smaller community, we're closer to others than basketball or bigger sports. But I think we were all kind of in disbelief, kind of just understanding that we were all mourning at that second. And FaceTimes were like, hey, how are you doing? So we can all be connected if we weren't together.
Kelsey and USC, when the season stopped, they had just beaten San Jose State 12-1. It was another good season so far for the Trojans.
Yeah.
In that moment, you as a leader, right, as a senior, is there anything you're saying to your teammates? I know it's emotionally a tough moment for you, but what's kind of the message to the rest of the group?
The message across the board from seniors down, hi Caroline, is just like we just needed to stay as strong as we could until we knew all the details. We didn't know the extent of it and what it would mean if we could come back in 2 weeks, or if that would affect us. So basically the message was like, let's not get too down. Let's keep looking forward. Let's have some hope that our season will return, or it'll be just a short bit that we have to wait out and stop practicing, and then we can continue playing soon. So just kind of stay strong, stay together, and focus on what we knew and what we could control in that moment.
We're talking with college seniors here from Women's College Water Polo, Kelsey McIntosh from USC. I know talk about there's a possibility of players coming back, and I know that's still a long ways away. From your standpoint for this season, maybe you'll still have a chance to do a senior banquet or a luncheon or something with your teammates. But if that doesn't get to happen, what's something that you would say about your time at USC and what your 4 years meant and what all these girls meant to you?
This 4 years have been the most amazing of my life. They always say you're going to make friends that you're going to have for the rest of your life. You're going to have in your wedding and all those things, and you're going to raise your kids with them. And that it couldn't be more true. These girls and my coaches and everybody involved are my family, and how this season ended isn't going to change that. We're still going to be around. We're still going to be supporting each other, no matter what the situation is. So I'm just super lucky to have been able to play and represent USC water polo and all that it means. So we fight on. So I think it's a cliche, but it's so true. So that's what I'm going to
do. Some people have equated this to kind of being injured, right? Like collectively, nobody can play right now. And in those moments, and I know you've been around teammates that have been injured in the past and things like that, it seems to bring a better appreciation for the sport and for what you get to do. What's been your response to that, where it seems like everyone really realizes how much they love water polo?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm one of those athletes, unfortunately, that have had to deal with injuries since even high school.
Yeah.
So it definitely gives you another perspective of how precious the sport is, and how those, even day after day after day, when it's monotonous and it's just you can let the days go by and not take advantage of it. But I think seeing how much we miss it and seeing how much we love it when it is taken away like that, injury or this situation, you begin to appreciate it, and you just put that much more effort into every second that you do get to be in the pool.
Kelsey, we want to end all these on a positive note. I know this is kind of like a downer moment for a lot of folks, but as you think back on your time at USC, what's the high point? Is there something that just springs to mind that brings a smile to your face?
I mean, when we won in 2018, my sophomore year, I mean, it's just, when you win a national championship, it's unlike any other feeling. Honestly, like I'm sure every other college athlete knows, the grind and the work that you have to put in and day out. And on that last day, you could end your season in a loss, and you could end your season in a win. When you get to jump in with your best friends and your coaches, and celebrate all that you did, it's truly special, and that's what we've tried to do every single year. And unfortunately, we won't be able to do that this year, which I think is one of the hardest parts.
Still a lot to sort out. If there's an opportunity for you to come back and play again, is that something you've thought about?
Oh yeah, I definitely don't want the last game that I played to be the last game. But there still are a lot of unknowns with
Sure.
what that extra year means. We know that it's offered, but we don't know what all regulations and rules are going to
Yeah.
be around that. So once those come out, then hopefully I'll be able to be at peace with my decision, given all the information.
Excellent. Kelsey, great to talk with you, and been fun to watch you play for the last few years, and best of luck with whatever comes next.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.